Hello, today we're going to be tearing this lawnmower apart. Why? Because it is a pile of junk. And that's for several reasons. Well, number one, I think it may even have a fuel leak. I don't know. It probably does, honestly, based on how many other problems this has. So I already took the blade off, but it has a bad main bearing, which, if you know what that is, it's the bearings that connect your crankshaft to your engine block and allow it to spin freely. And it likes to seize up a lot whenever you try to crank it over. So that leads me to believe that it's probably got bad main bearings, which is not a good thing. If you have bad main bearings, you got a bad engine. And it's got tons of blow-by and other things. And since I have so many other lawnmowers, I think this one is better off in part form and in the trash. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video, taking it all apart. So by the way, here's the blade. It's kind of dinged up, but it's still a good blade. So I'm going to keep that and potentially use it for other lawnmowers or whatever I may need. And you have a trash bag to put all the discarded parts in. Alright, I'm going to drain the fuel tank into this little container here. This is a good fuel tank. I'm going to save this. Okay. Fuel tank into here. I'm going to drain out all these last little bits here. So we don't have, so it's better for storage. Okay, that's part number one. Alright, now I can actually move around this thing a little bit better. You know, it'd be good if I had this on a table. I actually do have a table, but I don't think this would fit on it. Alright, so here we have the coils, which rub on the magnet to generate electricity. They don't rub on it, they kind of float over it, but yeah, potentially useful, but I'm going to chuck it. Now this actually has I think that's ABS plastic. It's got a fully plastic carburetor, which is interesting. You don't see it too often. This is a modified muffler. I drilled a hole straight through it. You could actually see daylight. Actually, I think it still has some shavings in it. So, I don't know. Do any of these even have this kind of muffler? I doubt it. I don't think I'm going to keep this, because I don't know why you'd want to keep a muffler. Deep socket set for the spark plug, because obviously that's what'll work. It's kind of flooded looking. It's wet, it's really wet. I'm definitely going to keep the spark plug because I do that. Oh, that's gross. That is so slimy. Valve cover, which those are some compact valves right there. Alright, we got our rock arms and the bolts that hold those on. Here are the push rods. And here's our actual valves. Now watch how light these valve springs are. That's got to be what? 2 pounds maybe, if that? 5 pounds at the most? Yeah, probably 5 pounds. Some light valve springs there. Not meant for speed. And there goes our head. Oh boy. This is a 140, by the way. And you can see it is every bit of that 140. That is bottom dead center right there. And yeah, that plus this little bit domed in here, that's what we're working with as far as head space. Not a ton. And there's the head gasket. Okay, so the next logical step is probably to drain the oil. I'm actually going to put this back in here because I kind of don't want oil spilling everywhere. Because this actually does have oil in it, or it should. I think it has oil in it. Alright, it's time to drop the engine out of this thing. It's really tight. Oh boy. Oh, wait, did I just break it? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. Okay, you didn't see what just happened, but that's my socket driver. That's the adapter that just broke. I'm not even joking. I just broke an adapter. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I just broke my adapter. I thought the bolt broke because I was like, it didn't loosen, but something just came off. I thought it was the bolt that broke, but no sir. That was my adapter here. Yeah, that thing's toast. Thankfully I do have a backup one. Technically it's Anthony's, but whatever, I'll just use it. I don't want to break this one though, so. Alright, well folks, this is called improvising. Basically, almond milk container, and now it's going to be the oil pan, because I don't have an oil pan. And we might be able to use that funnel too if we need to get extra funnelage. I don't even know where the drain is. I'll just have to unbolt stuff until oil comes out of one of them, I guess. Just in case. Alright, here it goes. I'm going to flip it down and hopefully no oil whatsoever coming from that. Why is there no oil? Was that not the oil drainage plug? I just took off the oil fill, kind of oil check thing, and that worked good. I unfortunately did spill some of it. Alright, well, I couldn't get those bolts off that hold the engine onto the deck, the frame of the lawnmower. So plan B is to smash them, the bolts. And if that fails, well, I have a plan C, and it's called smash the entire thing. But yeah, we'll try plan B first. So we have 3 bolts holding this thing on, and none of them will loosen up through conventional methods. So hammer time. I don't think this will work, but I think this is aluminum, which is why it's so soft, but those bolts aren't budging, regardless of me smashing them. Well, what now? I got most of the stuff I want off the engine, and I obviously don't want the frame of this thing, so I think I'm gonna go get the sledgehammer. Don't try this at home. So, oh boy. I didn't want it to have to come to this, but it has. I don't know what the neighbors are gonna think driving by seeing this, but I expected it to crack and break apart, but instead it just bent. This is kind of a failure here. I could try to knock the engine off by hitting it. That's just going to damage the block and stuff, but I don't care at this point. I just want this thing off and apart. And if I have to smash it, I don't care. I don't even want this engine, really. It's a piece of junk. Oh yeah, I cracked the block already. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not looking at here. But you can see that's crackage 101. Bash the block in. Well, okay. That's what we're doing now. Yes. We have been victorious. The engine's out, albeit also very broken. I mean, the whole rear end, the whole bottom end of this engine's destroyed. But we got it out, and that's what we wanted to do. It's very light. That's because most everything's stripped off it, including part of the metal that holds it together. Well, at least like the rest of it off. That engine mount. There we go. Alright. Time to drag this piece of junk around a little bit. So, as you can see, we have it hooked up to the quad. And, oh, I don't know. I'm going to take it around the property. So, here. Alright. Here, I'll sit on this thing a little in low gear. Just go real slow though. Ow. Oh, so painful. This is what we're dealing with. Yeah, so here's what we're dealing with. Right, like it is. Ooh, that's juicy. Tires digging in. Look at the tracks we're leaving. These wheels were not meant to support this kind of weight. I know that. Oh no. Oh no.
Can you go down the road a little bit?
No. No. People would not like that. Oh, and by the way, update on this mower here. This is the smallest one, and it's also kind of my favorite. I got a sock and put it on the intake here. Like, oh, I stretched the sock over a toilet paper roll with a bunch of holes in it, so it's an improvised air filter, and it works pretty well. I don't know, this thing runs well too. Watch it just crank right up. So loud. I may or may not have drilled a hole through the exhaust pipe. It is crazy loud. Like, that's painful. Alright, well, that'll be a wrap to this video. Thank you for watching. These are the parts we salvaged. Gas tank, the head I'm actually going to throw away. Blade, the air filter, that's for a different lawnmower. Spark plug and carburetor. So yeah. Good stuff. We have less clutter now because we have one less junk lawnmower. I don't know how I'm going to compact that thing though. I mean, I need to fit it in that brown bin over there because that's the trash bin. So, I don't know. I guess sledgehammer more, or sawzall, cut it in half or something. Anyways, that'll be a problem for future me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. How are you supposed to get that off? Well, there's always that way.